double click layer 0, turn on W2 plan, and turn on the frame. Okay, I'm just going to delete that line because it's not important. Now, what is this? This is some kind of pathway, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually, in this case, I could just rename this layer. Right-click, rename, paths. Where people walk, right? So, and again, I'm not sure. I am not 100% sure if these are paths. But these things in here. This here, it's probably too big. It should be more like that. But what is this? I don't know. I know there's a kind of, is there a path through there? I know there's a path through here, right? There's a path down there. So maybe your CAD plan has more detail than this one. You just need to put the different things on different layers. And maybe, I'm not sure, but you might want to show this, this thing in here. Of course I can just do that, but you're much better to draw it in your AutoCAD plan, and you may have it already drawn in. So anyway, for this demonstration, like practice, I'm just saying that these things here are pathways. Okay. Now, where's my CAD? I've got too many files open. We need to find this one. Okay. So I'm going to come to the paths layers, and I'm just going to close these shapes. I'm just closing them in an easy way, but you will follow the design of the site as it is now, or as you want it. Closing up these little gaps. Okay, I know there's going to be a gap here because it's on the frame, and here. Right, I can, you can also turn the frame off and just link those 2 points. Great, now it's closed. And for this site, that's all I need, buildings and paths. If you wanted to show the site as it is before your design, then you could draw in the right place, that grass area, and of course you can add more details. But for now, that's all I'm going to do for this demonstration. So now it's about how do we create these heights. Well, we do that in CAD. What we do is we come over here to the north, east, southwest icon, and we click on the little house or home button. And that puts us into an isometric view. And what we can do is we can turn off the layers. So I'll click on layer 0, double click, I'll turn the layers off, and I'm going to turn paths on. And I'm going to select it like that. Don't go Command Z, because that will select everything. So I just want to go, not like that, I just want to go click, click, and then go move, enter. And I don't actually even have to click on this thing, I can click anywhere, and I can move it around. I want to turn on the ortho. Do I want to move it that way? No. I want to move it up. So if you look, it says plus Z or plus Z. And I want to make it 10, let's say. The number doesn't really matter, but 10 seems to work well. Okay, then I can turn it off. Frame, we'll just leave at the same place. Building, select, M for move, click, make sure it's going straight up, and 20. If you go to front and you turn your other layers on, you can see that they're separated. And if you go back here, you can go there, then you can go top, and you can see that everything is in the right place still. If one of your layers is out here or here, then something went wrong. And just go Command Z or Control Z and go back until it's fixed, and then do it again. Okay, so we've got our layers. So we can save that. Doesn't matter which view we are in when we save it. And I've been saving it as 2013, and it seems to be working well. I'm using SketchUp Pro 2018, but if you have problem not being able to open or import your CAD file, just try 2013. Save. Let's go to SketchUp. Get a new file. File, import. Find your file. I think it was this one. Okay, click on your file and then click Options, and just make sure this units is in meters, because that's the same as in AutoCAD, and then we don't have to change the size later. Go OK. Import. Just wait and then press Close. And zooming out with the scroll wheel. I'm pressing the scroll wheel down and it turns into an orbit. Okay, and I've got my 3 layers. Got the buildings, the frame, and the paths. Click on here and it's one piece. Every time we import from SketchUp, it will be one piece. And we just need to right click and go explode. So we want it to be like this, exploded. To turn off all the layers, I can select them all. I just selected them holding my mouse button down, left mouse button, and then I can click one and they'll turn off. Then I want to turn all buildings on. What do I do first? I select them. So this one here is visible, so that's like the eye and like the eyeball in AutoCAD. So that turns it on. But if I want to do something on this layer, I also have to click here, so that what I do is on this layer. Okay, so what I want to do is make the faces. So select, extensions, make face. Now, I've got one piece where it didn't, or one part where it didn't make the face. So that's where I go Tools, Edge Tools, Find Edge Gaps. Great, there's some in here. So I zoom in. Remember, when you're zooming in, just put your mouse on something, like on a line or on a face, not in the white space. L, close that. See, that is, this is 1, 2. Sorry, 1, 2. This one here is just 1. That's because of that. So if you wanted it to be 2 faces, I think I need to close these. Cool. What I sometimes do, it does not matter, but what I sometimes do is just make all the faces the same color. which just means turning some upside down. So here if I go 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I was going 1, 2, 3 because it's 2 faces there. Here, it'd just be 1, or 1, 2. Okay, now, at this point, if I wanted to, I could put in the heights of these buildings. P for push-pull. And do the height. How tall is this? I don't know. I'm just going to say 10. I don't know what this one around the edge is, but I'll just say put it at the same. See there, I just went click, and then I put it on this level to make it the same. This one here, I'm not even going to talk about the heights because I just want you to do that. Okay? You can do the heights. See that one there? It has that little gap there. So if I move it, it's just going to be like that. If you wanted to fix it, get the line tool. Also, if I go, say, 5 meters, if I double click that, 1, 2, it's also going to make it 5. P, double click, do 5, 5, 5. So if you've got many things the same size, you can just double click them. Set it for once. You know, if I then set this to 10, if I double click this, 10. That's how that works. And of course we have somewhere in here the tower. So you would have to model that in, draw that in plan in your, where is your CAD file?